video, I'm going to be demonstrating the Wolph NT guitar with a GraphTech AcoustiPhonic Hexpander installation with a ResoMax bridge, which has saddles that have wires that go inside into this, and all this will be cable tied shortly after this video. I'm going to do a run through of all the knobs and the switches on this guitar, which is plugged into a Roland GR20, currently on the organ kit bank patch 16. Yeah. So first thing is the guitar is plugged in through a 13-pin cable going to the Roland GR20 13-pin cable input. I have the Godfrey Daniels oboe cable plugged into a hubbub junction box, plugged into a Mutron Microtron 4. This would normally be the main output, but since I'm plugged in through the Roland GR20 and the output of the Roland GR20 is going into my amp, I could use this. This will send the signal of the magnetic pickups, the piezo, through the 13-pin cable into the Roland. The Roland GR20 then mixes the sound with the MIDI that it generates, synth sounds that it generates, and outputs it to the amp. So plugging this in to the guitar, or plugging a regular guitar cable into here, is going to power on the built-in preamp in the guitar for the magnetic pickups, and it's going to power the piezo saddles to output. But if you don't have this plugged in to a MIDI synth or a synth, it's not gonna, you're not gonna get those synth sounds. So the way I have it currently set up in the guitar is, this is MIDI volume right here. I have it turned down. This is the piezo volume. I have that turned up. This switch over here is a mix between magnetic when it's down, both magnetic and piezo when it's in the middle, and then piezo when it's up. This is the main volume for the magnetic pickups. This is a split coil toggle for the middle pickup, split coil toggle for the bridge pickup, and this is going to be MIDI patch up and down. Most quick example, you'll see the numbers change on the GR20. This is a tone control for that pickup. This is a tone control for that pickup. And this is your oboe bypass switch. So the first thing is the guitar is with that switch down, the guitar is just the magnetic pickups. Volume. That's going to be split coil for the middle pickup. Put that in the bridge. Split coil for the bridge. Tone. Go to the bridge, tone, and then your oboe bypass, currently in bypass. Okay, now we're going to go to this switch. This is the piezo switch. Currently it's in, this is the mix between the piezo and the magnetic. Currently it's in the magnetic. I'm going to go to the middle, and now it's both magnetic and piezo. I'm going to lower the volume of the magnetic pickups and you'll still hear the piezo. And this is a piezo volume, so if I lower that, piezo volume goes off. If you pull this switch, if you pull the piezo volume switch, you get like a mid boost. It's like a different kind of tone to the piezo. Subtle, but seems to be less high frequency when you pull it up. And then if this switches up, then it's just the piezo. So if I lower the piezo all the way down and turn the magnetic all the way up, no sound because this is in piezo mode. If I put this in the middle, it's going to mix between this knob volume and this knob's volume. To dial in a combination of those. And then this is the MIDI volume controller, synth volume control. It's sending MIDI information down the cable, or it's being interpreted in the box as MIDI volume information, however you want to think about it. One way or another, it adjusts the volume of the synth sounds in here. And this is your this is the MIDI patch up and down. So sounds can all be mixed now. So this switch is in the middle for piezo magnetic. So all three of these volume knobs are currently able to mix the sound. So I can dial in some more of the. And then I can turn the oboe on. So now I have. Lots of sounds. This box has a ton of sounds. I'm not really going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go to rhythm and percussion. You know, it's just. Some of them are a little harsh. Probably not meant to go through a guitar amp. Here's just the synth sound. This only adjusts the patch up and down, it doesn't let you jump from different banks. So you're just going, you know, once it gets to the end of one bank, it jumps to the next bank. And if you plug it into a different synth device, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to go through all the patches of a particular bank, and then it'll jump to the next bank when you get to the end of it. So show an example of that. It's currently on synth lead, so I'm gonna go all the way down. You'll probably get to 30, and then maybe go back to 1 of the next bank, which is voices. Yep, it's going past 30. We can go up to something higher. Let's see. A lot of patches in the synth lead. There we go. What did it switch over at 90? So 93 was the number of patches in the synth lead, and then it switched over to a voice pad. There you have it. That's the demo of this guitar with all these knobs and switches connected up to a Roland GR20.